Let's talk about some New Japan, shall we? I'm Boston Olympic 6. I'm back to another video, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Now, I am a wrestling fan, and you guys know that if you watch some of my videos. However, I've never talked about New Japan Pro Wrestling, mostly because, I didn't think I really wanted to. But you know what? Wrestle Kingdom's coming up on the 4th of January, and I'm like, you know what? Why the hell not? I might as well make a video. So, Wrestle Kingdom 15. 2 nights that will be really good, in my opinion. Wrestle Kingdom 14 was very, very fun last year. And the cards themselves look to be pretty good. However, it might be a little inferior to the one last year. But let's not assume that it's going to be terrible. So, with that out of the way, let's just jump in and let's go to the dark match. The New Japan Rambo, which is basically a battle royal. 22 New Japan Rambo to determine who would challenge for the provisional KOPW 2020 trophy, or 2021 trophy, I should say, the King of Pro Wrestling trophy. Now, what happened was that a lot of stuff happened. Originally, something happened. I thought that I thought, was it Ishii? Was it Tomohiro Ishii that had it? Or was it Hiroki Goto? I couldn't remember. Somebody held it, but it's being there's gonna be a Fatal 4-Way that's gonna be happening on that too. So I don't really know who's gonna be in it, but whoever it will be, it will be pretty fun. And then we get to Hiroma Takahashi versus El Phantasmo to determine, it's basically a number one contenders match to the challenger for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship on night 2. I'm going to go with Takahashi. El Phantasmo is very, very good. Takahashi, that return back last year was one of the best and most emotional returns. After that horrible, horrifying, just brutal neck injury that he had against Ryu Lee, nothing against him, accidents happen. Hiromu made his epic return last year, and it was one of the best moments. Now, if El Phantasmo wins, then I'll be all for it. This will be a very good match to show off the New Japan, junior heavyweight division. Then we get the Dangerous Tekkers, Taichi and Zack Sabre Jr. versus the Gorillas of Destiny, Tama Tonga and Tangaloa. This is for the IWGP Tag Team titles. Gorillas of Destiny won the World Tag League this year. I think they defeat Finjuice. Who was it? No, it's not David Finlay. Was it David Finlay? It was Finlay and Juice Robertson. And it's nice to see Gorillas of Destiny, Tonga and Loa, one of my personal favorites, honestly, to see them actually win the World Tag League. I'm gonna go with Gorillas of Destiny. Now, Dangerous Tekkers, if you want to see technical mat wrestling, watch Zack Sabre Jr. That man is a delight to see. Itachi holds his own as well. Yeah, these two work very well, and if they retain, I wouldn't mind, but I would like to see Gorillas of Destiny have the tag titles again, even though they've held them a numerous amount of times. Then this for the IWGP United States Championship Challenge Rights Certificate. A lot of words there. As Kenta, former Hideo Itami in WWE, versus Kojima. What was it? Satoshi? Satoshi? I am completely sorry. My English and my Japanese is not going to be very well. Originally, Juice Robinson was going to be in this, but unfortunately he suffered an eye injury, which probably I was certain to make a joke with him and Tony Storm, but I love those two, and I'm jealous because Tony Storm is a godsend. But in all honesty, I hope that Juice is okay. So it's got to be Kenta. I love Kojima. Kojima is probably my in my top 15. Just John Moxley is the current, he's the current IWGP United States title. Just strip the title off of him because the United States title hasn't meant much. It's just kind of there sometimes. And if you thought WWE had too many titles, they are small potatoes as to New Japan. But yeah, I mean, Kenta, I love Kojima, but it should be Kenta. Then we get Hiroshi Tanahashi versus the Great Okan, and oh dear. Okan is good. I love Tanahashi. His knees are shot, and he'll be walking in a cane if he keeps doing the same things he's been doing for the last 20 years. I love Tanahashi. He's the ace of New Japan. He's literally held that title for so many years. And he's going to have to be breaking his Achilles heel and all of his ACL, MCL, and PCL carrying the Great Okan. Now, mind you, the Great Okan is actually not bad. He's just not interesting. The character I don't get. And Tanahashi is known for getting people over. I'm going to predict Tanahashi's going to win this. I'm sorry. It's just, I have nothing against Okan, just the character I don't get. Then this match I'm looking forward to. Kazoosko Okada versus Will Osprey. Will Osprey's had a very difficult 2020, and if you know, you know. But for those of you who don't know, Will was a victim of the Speaking Outs movement, and he was blackmailed. Whether those are true or not, Will took it to heart, and he's made some statements that my criticisms about him in real life are kind of strung back about it. With that said, Will should win. Now, if Okada wins, then what does that do for Osprey? It won't do much. I have nothing against Okada. Okada is one of my favorite wrestlers. And so is Osprey. Osprey is a very, very good, he's shown in the heavyweight division as someone that's, very light. And holy Christ, how does he do the things that he does? So, I'm predicting Osprey should win. If Okada wins, then what does that do for Osprey? Nothing against Okada. I love Okada and I love Osprey, so this should be very good. And then, this is for a double gold dash. Tetsuya Naito versus Kota Ibushi for the IWGP Heavyweight and Intercontinental title. Please separate the titles. It was a fun visual to see Naito righting the wrong from, what was it, Wrestle Kingdom 13? 13 or 12 that he faced Okada. That he should have won, but Okada won. Nothing against Okada, that was against the booking. I'm predicting Ibushi. Ibushi is one of the best wrestlers I've seen. I love Naito too. This should be Kota's shining moment. Kota needs to win because I feel like he should have won last year. But it was nice that they set that up and let Ibushi lose, and then, that happened. This should be Kota's shining moment. And I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to get to the Night 2 main event here shortly, but I'm picking Ibushi to win. And then for the dark match on Night 2, we have Queen's Quest. This is a Stardom exhibition match as Kamitani, AZM, and I am not pronounced Hayasashita. I apologize, my Japanese is not good. Queen's Quest versus Donna Del Mondo as Mika, Natspua, and Himika. 6-woman tag match. I don't watch a lot of Stardom, but I know some ladies from there. I think Io Shirai, Asuka, and Kairi Sane were from there, I believe. I mean, this could be a fine match. I mean, nothing against the women personally. I just don't watch a lot of Stardom. And then we have Mayu Abatani and Tam Nakano versus Donna Del Mundo, Siru, and Gilia. Again, I apologize for that. I mean, this could be another good match. I watched some Awatani. She, I think, was a former Ring of Honor World Women's Champion, I think. So, that could be good for her. Tam Nakio or Nakano. I mean, I've watched a little bit of her stuff, but this could be fine. Then the 4-way for the provisional Kings of Pro Wrestling 2021 trophy. I don't really know who's going to be in it. So for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles, we have Suzuki-gun, El Desperado, and Kanemaru versus 8 or 1, Taguchi Master Wato. I'm going to pick Taguchi Master Wato. I have nothing against El Desperado and Kanemaru. They're great in Suzuki-gun. I wouldn't mind seeing Taguchi winning a title, and Master Wato, he's had some good ones. I think he had a great match with Robbie Eagles. I think in the what was it? It was it Best Super Juniors? I think it was Best Super Juniors, I think. So yeah, Master Wato can hold up his own, and I think this could be a good match. I think Taguchi and Master Wato will walk away as champions. And then we're going to get to, personally, one of my favorite. This could be a barn burner here, folks. We have Shingo Takagi versus Jeff Cobb for the Never Openweight title. Holy Christ, these men won't be walking by the time this match is over. I love Shingo. Shingo is one of the best wrestlers, one of the best Never Openweight champions. Jeff Cobb, his stuff in Ring of Honor, and him as Matanza Cueto, who I actually got exposed to as Jeff Cobb from Lucha Underground. That man can frickin' go. He's like a white version of Keith Lee. I swear to God. The things he does should not be. There are no words. The man can do a standing moonsault headbutt. He's 300 and something pounds. How in God's name? I don't know. I think Cobb's gonna win. If he doesn't, I'll be fine with that. If this is not gonna be a good match, I will be flaccid, because this match should be amazing. It's Jeff Cobb and Shingo Takagi. They will beat the piss out of each other, literally and figuratively. And then we have a kind of a personal match. Evil versus Sonata. Now, Evil, as, the leader of Bullet Club, massively backfired back in, I think it was, in Dominion, when he became a triple champion. He was one part of the, six-man, Never Open six-man tag, and then he became IWGP Intercontinental and IWGP Heavyweight. This is kind of tough because I love Evil and I love Sonata. I'm going to pick Sonata. If they go with Evil and Sonata snaps, then I'll be fine with that. If Sonata wins, then I'll be fine with that. This should be a pretty good match because they faced off each other, I think, a couple years ago, and they had a very good match. So, I expect great from this. Then Taiji Ishimori versus Takahashi or El Desperado for the Junior Heavyweight title. I picked Takahashi for that number one contenders match. I'm going to pick Ishimori. Now, I like Ishimori and I like Takahashi. If Hiroma wins, I wouldn't be mad. But they're going to be... I think Hiromu and Naito are going to be facing off in the Road to Power Struggle match, I believe. Or New Year's Dash, I believe. Or Road to New Year's Dash, I think. So if they do that, I wouldn't be that mad. But, you know, it'll be fun. I wouldn't mind. And then we got the main event of night 2. Tetsuya Naito or Kota Ibushi versus Jay White. Now, I picked Ibushi to win both the titles. I swear to Christ, if Jay White walks out as double champion, then this could be disastrous. Nothing against Jay White. He's a fine talent. He does very good with his money with charity. He is not interesting. I can only name a handful of matches where Jay White hold up his own in some of his matches. His matches with Avocado was great. His match against Naito was good. The matches with Ibushi can be okay. But the thing is that it's repetitive. It's constant. It is boring. It's bland. Jay White is not terrible, but listen. There's a difference between being a heel and there's a difference between hamming it up. Can I help you?
Yeah. Will you pull that chair back over there and let me close this door, please?
Apologies there, folks. My grandma had to talk to me about something. So, yeah. Jay White, I'm sorry, is just not interesting. Please let Kota win. Please. If Kota still has a neck, and same goes for Naito. Naito and Kota battle the necks. Battle the necks, that is. So, yeah. This is my New Japan, Wrestle Kingdom 15 predictions. I will be probably making another video tonight. Possibly 2 more because I want to wrap up some more. Wrap up some gems that have happened. They're most likely going to be WWE. So with that in mind, I am Busting Up Basics. Thank you for watching the video in the first place. Like, comment, subscribe for more epic content. I'm Busting Up Basics. Join the herd, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.